I'm delighted to have been here at the Open University. I always find it a challenging and stimulating environment to talk about widening participation. I think it's particularly important in such a time of flux across the sector and the ways in which universities are seeking to position themselves in very different ways, to really go back to thinking about what it is we're trying to do when we are working with young people and why we're not working with adults quite often across the sector, of course, different for the Open University. But also to think about our practices and how we need to reflect on those and change some of our prevailing ways of thinking to make sure that we are creating climates of equality and equity for young people. So it's really helpful to be here and have an opportunity to engage with lots of different practitioners, academics and other people involved in widening participation.
I was delighted to come to the Open University today to talk about how the Office for Students, which has been running for just around a month, is going to support social mobility and equality of opportunity in relation not just to access to higher education, but also successful participation. In my session, I showed current patterns in relation to access and success and progression in higher education. That showed that we've made good progress over the last 10 years. There are more young students from low participation groups in higher education than ever before, but we've really got a lot more to do. We in particular need to make progress with students from the lowest socioeconomic groups, with the highest tariff universities, but also crucially with mature students where we've experienced significant decline. We've improved opportunity over the last decade, but we've not really got equality of opportunity because there are such gaps across the student life cycle. So that's a top priority for me in my new role, and I talked with colleagues here at the conference about how we might achieve that, and they gave me some of their excellent thoughts on how they might work with us on it.
I'm Hugh Morris from the Welsh Government, and I've been really pleased to be at the Open University today to talk about widening participation initiatives in Wales. We've talked about some of the different questions that all institutions face, whether they're based in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland or Wales, and we've talked about the particular answers to those questions in Wales. I've been outlining some of the recent legislation that we've introduced and on fees and access agreements, but also some of the funding arrangements that have been put in place to help students with maintenance and fees, whether they're undergraduates or postgraduates, whether they're full-time or part-time. We've also been considering how successful Welsh institutions are in widening participation, improving access and encouraging progression for students, not just within the institutions but also afterwards into the worlds of employment. It's been great to see so many people here today and such enthusiastic engagement with these issues. I hope that some of the delegates will have learned from my presentation. I'm sure they will have learned a lot from the conference as a whole.
Hi, my name is Seaton. I'm here at the Widening Participation Conference telling people about the work of the English Football League Trust and the 72 trusts of the English Football League. The work they do is out in their communities and they work across 4 key themes: education, health, sport and community engagement. And the kind of work they do is they work with, for instance, school children and young people to help them understand the benefits of fitness. They work with people who are looking for employment, doing traineeships and apprenticeships, and they work with older people who may be socially isolated and who are looking to get back into kind of socialising with people and getting healthy. So a whole range of programmes, and it's anticipated that they'll work with something in the region of 1 million people across a year, which has an incredibly powerful impact on their local communities.
My
My name is Michael Hill. I work at GSM London, an alternative provider of HE, and at London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. And the title of the conference, Is Widening Participation Enough?, is really timely, but of course it isn't. It's not just about widening access, it's about the retention of students. And I gave a keynote today, and I've talked subsequently with lots of the delegates who agreed with me that there needs to be a way of empowering academic staff working with students to identify what are the issues that are going to aid retention, and then how can the institution support them in implementing action plans. So if it's about the way in which classes are taught, if it's about relationships between lecturers and students, if it's about the role of professional departments in supporting students, then all of these things need to be addressed, examined and actioned, and that's the only way in which we're going to bear down on some of the withdrawal rates that are important to do so, and also the attainment gaps between different types of students. I wish you well. Thank you.